week's parshah, Bemidbar, includes a complete census of the Israelite people. And in chapter 2 of the book of Numbers, the Torah actually describes the physical layout of the Israelite camp. They start with the sanctuary, which is in the center of the camp. The Mishkan, the tabernacle, all of the holy objects, the Levites, the priests, everybody is here in the center. And the Torah then begins at the front, and since the whole of the people are moving east toward the land of Canaan, the eastern side is considered the front. The Torah starts with a description of the tribes camping to the east, continues to the south, then to the west, and then finally 3 tribes to the north of the Mishkan, 3 tribes to the north of the sanctuary, giving us in all 12 tribes, 3 on each side, each of them camped around this central sanctuary. All of this begs the question, very interesting, thank you Torah, but what am I supposed to do with all of this information about where the tribes camped so many centuries ago in the wilderness? The Hafetz Hayyim suggests that, in fact, there's a very important lesson here. He says this isn't just the sanctuary, but the sanctuary is the place where the Aron HaKodesh, the Holy Ark, was placed. And in the Ark were the tablets of the 10 Commandments, in essence, the Torah. And he says it's important for the Torah to be placed here in the center, equally spaced, equally accessible to all of the Israelites, in the same way that our heart is in the center of our body. We don't have a heart at one of our fingertips or down in our toes, but the heart is in the middle of our body so that as it pumps blood and oxygen to keep our body alive, to keep our body moving, that it can do so in a way that distributes this lifeblood evenly throughout our body. And in the same way, the Hafetz Hayyim says, the Torah is the lifeblood of the Jewish people. And so it is placed here in the center of the community so that it can be equally accessible to everyone, and that the lifeblood of Torah can flow throughout all parts of the Jewish people. Now his metaphor works for earlier times when most of Torah wisdom was locked away, was reserved for a small elite of scholars in academies. But I think in our time we need to flip the metaphor, because we live in a time when the knowledge, the wisdom of Torah is readily accessible to all people, whether you're coming to classes here at Anshe, or you're reading in your Chumash at home, or you're searching for Torah on the internet, just as you're watching this video right now. It has never been easier than it is today to have access to Torah in our everyday lives. But now the onus is on each of us, each individual Jew, to reach out, to find that Torah, and to bring that Torah into the center of our lives. And so this week's parsha challenges us that we must really put the Torah in the center of our lives, just as the Israelites had the Torah, had the Mishkan in the center of their camp, so that each action that we take each day can be infused with the wisdom and the lifeblood of Torah. Shabbat Shalom.